Thanks for listening to our Canvas implementation updates for the month of June. eCampus will be operational at Texas A&M University until August 31st. After that date, faculty, staff, and students will not be able to access eCampus in any capacity. You will see storage shells in Canvas to correspond with your courses in eCampus from spring 2019 through 2021. If you find that you need additional storage shells, please email aihelp@tamu.edu. Email communication from the Office of the Provost sent in May stated that targeted content from spring 2018 through fall 2020 will be deleted from eCampus over the summer. This process will begin in July for the following 3 types of courses. Orphan courses will be deleted after July 1st. Duplicate courses will be deleted after August 1st, and repeat courses will be deleted after August 13th. Please ensure you migrate any course content you wish to keep from eCampus as soon as possible. 3 notable Canvas implementation milestones are currently in review and testing phases. The Observer role was put into Canvas in mid-spring. We are working to break this role down into 4 unique use cases with associated permissions. We are aiming to have these roles available to be assigned via Orca for the start of the fall semester. Stay tuned for more information as this feature enhancement moves from testing to production. The LMS implementation teams are currently in the process of testing a new process to use Canvas to resolve incomplete grades. This process, when complete, will require that a new section be created, section availability dates be determined, and students needing access to course content, assignments, or assessments be identified. The IOR will then need to copy the necessary content over into a new Canvas section created for resolving incompletes. We are currently consulting with several other universities using Canvas that follow a similar workflow. While the incomplete process is still under development in Canvas and being tested by the LMS implementation teams, IORs will need to resolve incompletes outside of the LMS. Please visit the URL on the screen for the list of strategies and associated resources depending on the scenario necessitating an incomplete. Incomplete grades assigned in eCampus that are not resolved before August 31st will need to use the same strategies. We are still in the process of reviewing the list of third-party tool requests for security and accessibility compliance. This process requires that documentation be produced on behalf of the vendor, which can take some time. In the month ahead, we will get a status page up on lms.tamu.edu where you can stay up to date on the list of third-party tools requested in the first round. We are currently piloting communities in Canvas. This will create functionality in Canvas similar to how organizations function in eCampus. In the pilot, 13 communities have been created across 4 of the 5 typologies, and 1 community has been published. The pilot is allowing us to gather feedback on key attributes of communities to ensure proper functionality when we roll out communities at scale for the campus community. We are convening the pilot group weekly through June to aggregate trends and common issues experienced, which will inform communication, training, and support for when communities go live. We do not yet have a date identified for when you may request a community for the fall. Throughout June, as we are able to glean more information from the pilot, we will work to communicate a timeline for full implementation. We received just over 800 service desk tickets for the month of May. 73% of tickets were related to Canvas. Our top Canvas ticket topics for the month of May were Orca. Common questions with Orca tickets were mainly about course section merging, enrollments, and requests for development and practice shells. As a reminder, we have step-by-step resources that we keep up to date on these 3 topics for those looking for self-service support. We also received a number of Canvas tickets about course content specific to limiting student access to content ahead of the start of the term and exporting or importing content in preparation for the move to Canvas. Be sure to check out our Make the Move section on lms.tamu.edu for a comprehensive guide for course export and import from both eCampus and Canvas. For your Canvas and Orca support needs, please contact aihelp@tamu.edu. The Office for Academic Innovation launched course migration consultations in May to assist course instructors with importing course content from eCampus to Canvas or from Canvas to Canvas. We have hosted over 150 of these sessions to date. Based on what we learned quickly from the volume of sessions thus far, we have revised the process to better serve you. If you are interested in scheduling a course migration consultation, we encourage you to fill out our intake form with as much detail as possible, and we will be back in touch to schedule a session. The intake form will ensure we provide the resources and support specific to your migration needs. Given declining live training numbers and the breadth of on-demand training resources we now have on lms.tamu.edu, we are shifting our training focus to curated playlists we will be promoting all summer. Trimming down our live training offerings this summer will also allow us to offer more consultation sessions. If you would like to stay up to date on our training schedule, please sign up for our weekly emails where we provide information on migration consultations, virtual office hours, and will spotlight our on-demand training resources. Gearing up for the fall, we will commence more regularly scheduled live trainings. One to note is the 2 days of half-day virtual training sessions led by a Canvas learning specialist in August. Course instructors and TAs can choose from 2 tracks. Getting started with Canvas, where participants will learn how to use Canvas to provide students with course content, or Advanced Canvas training, where participants will learn to use Canvas features to increase student engagement and interactivity. Registration is required. We will send reminders about this training opportunity you won't want to miss, especially if the fall semester will be your first to use Canvas. We encourage you to visit lms.tamu.edu under the Training and Support tab for more self-service resources and training opportunities. This summer, we are working diligently on several outstanding milestones and feature enhancements in development, test, and pilot phases, which we anticipate to go live for the campus community ahead of the fall semester. We want to thank our diverse group of stakeholders for the feedback and support on several of these, particularly our faculty and administrative leadership in the schools and colleges who have been so engaged in the Canvas implementation over the past year, our student champions who so enthusiastically offer insights into the learner experience, the academic liaisons who regularly pilot and provide invaluable feedback as new features roll out, and our LMS Advisory Committee who commit a tremendous amount of time during and outside of meetings to ensure our Canvas implementation meets the needs of faculty and students at Texas A&M University. For more information about our LMS governance process, we encourage you to visit the URL on the screen. Thank you.